Hello, judges. My name is Aman Said, and I am here to present the product HyperFi. HyperFi is a one-stop solution which unlocks new possibilities into DeFi with yield farming and automated strategies. This project is basically to democratize the financial opportunities in hyperinflated countries and those countries which are gonna get affected sooner. So this is Anna Martin. She is my aunt from Argentina. She's 35 years old female lady. So while I was having a talk with her, she made me understand that ARS Argentinian currency is very weak and historically it has been devalued by hyperinflation. The government made illegal to buy USD, so citizens can't protect from ARS inflation inside the Argentinian system. So I made her understand about DeFi, and DeFi made great sense to her. But she wants to learn but understand in DeFi, but it is very difficult for her because she is from a non-tech background. And luckily for her, HyperFi exists. HyperFi is a one-stop solution where she can get a basic understanding of blockchain, crypto, DeFi, and can invest at the same time. Before investing, she can calculate the interest that she gonna get using our compound calculator. She can check multiple exchanges where she can check the APYs that they offer with or without KYC, and she can invest in DeFi. This is the supporting data about hyperinflation and the countries that are getting affected. And now I'll deep dive into the user flow about how our application works. So for the user, there are four sections. There is a learn section, compound calculator, about and invest. In the learn section, basically they understand about how the DeFi blockchain and crypto works. In the compound calculator, they calculate the daily interest that they're gonna get on the DeFi strategy that we built. About section is basically about how HyperFi works, and invest is the section where they get started about the investment. So on a click, investment strategy will investment page will appear where the user has to verify his her details using anon Aadhaar. And this authentication, once completed, the user, if he is an Indian, then he has to do the anon Aadhaar authentication. If he is a non-Indian, then he or she doesn't have to do anything, and they get directly redirected to invest here. Once the proof is verified for the Indian citizen, they get redirected to invest here. This complete section, this here, is about anon Aadhaar and how it is getting used. How we are identifying if an individual is from India or it's non-Indian. It's using their IP addresses and on Aadhaar. Then we have the graph. The graph, basically we have built a custom subgraph where the user can understand about the events that are occurring. These events are not only for the users but for the developers that can suggest us better yield farming and investment strategies. So this is the subgraph which checks all the events. The events can be queried, and better subgraphs can be produced. Then we have deployed all the contracts onto Avail, Polygon, and Lumio. Polygon Cardano, Avail Powered Rollup, and Lumio Testnet. So here the calculation occurs where the user sees this section: deposit, withdraw, and earning section. In this, there are custom strategies that we created. This which will be yield farming, aggregated contracts, and a lot more. So this is the basic implementation about how our application and contracts works. So we have stable currencies, USDC, CBDC, and DAI, and using this, the user can invest, and on the basis of that, they can understand about how much interest they're gonna get generated after staking their money for a particular duration. The staking is flexible, so the user can withdraw anytime. So I'll now just deep dive into the application. So this is the application. I'm just getting redirected to the application. This is the homepage of our application where they can understand about DeFi and and how it's getting related about with our application. So on this homepage, we make user understand about the features of HyperFi, what we does, everything that I explained just before now. Then the user has to click on invest or calculate. Once they click on calculate, they uh, a second page appears where the calculator is present. This page has two sections: the learn section where the user can understand about what is crypto, blockchain, and DeFi, and much more details about how and what is DeFi, what is crypto, how it works. Then it has a calculate section where the compound calculator is present. This compound calculator basically shows how much they gonna generate if they start with an investment. So if I'm starting with an investment today with $1,000 and every year I invested $12,000 for the next 1 year, then I'm gonna get this generated this algorithmic generated values, and this will be the strategies. So now I'll redirect. Now I have understood, the user have understood about how much money they're going to make. They can decide to invest. Once they decide to invest, they can click on invest, and once they click on invest, if it's an Indian, then that person has to verify her Aadhaar identity. So I have already verified. It's gonna take time, so I'm not verifying it again. I'll
So yeah, once the user has click on the invest button, he will be redirected to our main app where he or she can deposit, withdraw, stake their assets, as well as they can see the earnings of assets in real time. So first of all, the user needs to connect to our wallet, his wallet. I'll go with MetaMask. Once you can see I've successfully connected MetaMask, I am able to see my Matic token that I have, and now I'll deposit. Let's suppose I want to deposit, and you can see we support USDC, CBDC, and DAI. These are the stable coin that we support. CBDC is not highly operational, but we are making it sure that it is also usable. So let's suppose we want to have one USDC, two CBDC, and let's suppose one DAI. And now we need to approve all this. So just I click on the approve button, MetaMask will shall pop up. Yeah, so I will confirm the transaction. Similarly, I can confirm the transaction for the other as well. Yeah, so confirm. So all this will be deposited, and you can see the wallet balance here. Similarly, in the withdraw section, you can click on withdraw to withdraw all the funds that you possess, as well as the CRV. This is the curve native token value that you will get on actually keeping your investing on curve finance that we have integrated. And lastly, we have a earning section where you can see all your earned tokens and the value that you have earned and the deposits that you have. So yeah, we are providing 12% interest on deposits. Super cool. Yeah. So now the question is how this is working. So basically, whenever an user invests the stable coins into our app, they are essentially them depositing them into the Aave protocol, which generates a token. These A tokens represent the deposited assets and incur the interest over time. Yeah. So we have integrated Aave, and this A token basically help us to represent the deposited assets and incur the interest over time, and they are deposited. Then these A tokens are deposited further into the Curve Finance, which is another centralized exchange to provide liquidity and non-trading phase. So, and in return, the user can receive some liquidity provider tokens. This is the LP tokens on depositing their assets, stable coins on Curve Finance. Uh, After that, I want to show this is the deployment link, contract deployment on Polygon ZK EVM, currently changed as Cardona. So this is the deployment contract deployment link. Similarly, we have deployed the contract on the OP Avail Sepolia testnet. So this is the contract deployment. contract, and we have also deployed our contract on the Lumio testnet on Lumio. And let me finally, I would like to show you my app, which has been built with scaffold 8. So we inside here, you can see we have a packages section. This is in the packages section, I have the hardware where I have all the contracts available for this. I have used the supply Aave.sol. I have used the curve action.sol for curve finance. All the contracts are here, and then we also have the subgraph. So we have basically built the subgraph for our all the events happening inside our contract. Yeah, so this was about our project. This was very much about our project HyperFi. I hope you like it. Thank you.